Joining us, the head coach of the Cavaliers, Dane Damron. Football season is finally here, Coach. You begin the 2021 season Saturday at home against the Dragons of Virginia-Lynchburg, noon kickoff from Smith Stadium. How excited are you to be back in it's not fully normal, but it's much more normal than it was in the spring football season?
Oh, we're excited. I think our kids have had a great attitude, a great work ethic. And like you said, it's not totally normal because we're still going to test 3 days a week and see what's going on. You never know what's going to happen week to week with our team and with our opponent's team, who's going to be there, who's not. But we're excited. I think our kids understand what's in front of them. So we're ready to roll.
Coach, being at practices and some of your inter-squad scrimmages, the position group that immediately jumps off at me is the wide receiver group that you have. You have some guys back. You brought some kids in. Touch on that a little bit and how excited you are to see these guys go up against someone other than their own defensive backs.
Yeah, I'm truly excited. I think that we're very talented at that position. Caleb Martin is a kid that came back. I think he led the conference in catches in the spring and played one or two games less than a lot of the kids played. Kadarius Singleton being back is huge. He's a burner. He can do a lot of things outside. J.J. McNeil has stepped up and grown into a football player, which has been great to see. Darian Newton is a veteran who's played a lot. Markel Harrison, same way, and then Devin Hextall is a kid that I think is really going to open some eyes. So I think that we got a chance to be pretty good there, but it doesn't matter how good you are at wide receiver and how open they are if you can't protect them and get the ball to them. So we'll see.
Well, that leads right into my next question. A position you're obviously familiar with, the quarterback position. Lyndon's back, completed over 70% of his passes, albeit an abbreviated spring. How much confidence do you have in this young man going into the fall, coming off the spring that he had really a breakout spring season?
I think he's been operating the offense well. I think that he went out in the spring and won the job. I don't think there's any question about that. So, we're excited about where he can go. I think what we do offensively helps him and gives him a chance to succeed. And, he has good command and is throwing a lot of good footballs. So we're excited about him, and we're just excited to see another color.
Yeah, I totally get that. Offensive line-wise, we'll touch on that since you brought it up as well. You've got some experienced guys back up there up front. Coach Compton now, he's been here with you the whole time you've been here and recently promoted to assistant head coach.
Yeah, Mike does a great job. I think that I'm very fortunate to have him as my offensive line coach. And as you said, he's been here with me, since he was the first guy I hired. And he's a tremendous one. He's loyal as they come. He's hardest workers come, and I think he's recruited a good group. It's good to have Kyle Krajewski back at right tackle. I think that's going to be a big boom for us. And Derek Kopman is a very talented left tackle. Ethan Anderson at center has really solidified us on the offensive line. So we're just trying to develop some depth there. I like our first five, but we've got to develop some depth there. At this level of football, I think everybody's pretty good with their first units. And it's what kind of depth can you develop? How many freshmen do you have to play? That's always been kind of our bugaboo here. We've had to play too many freshmen. But we're steering away from that at some positions. With some positions, we're going to be incredibly young at. You look at us on the defensive side of the ball, we're going to be very inexperienced at some positions. But, I'll take inexperienced talent, and, the kids can play. And so we're excited about it.
It's almost like you and I have done these interviews before because you're leading right into my next question. First, your defensive coordinator, Matthew White. You look at that side of the ball, and I really think it starts up front with the guys you have there, Rondre, Siobhan, Joel Burgess, some of those guys up front. Talk about the defense, and I guess we'll start up front and work our way back. What you see there from that side?
Oh, you hit the nail on the head, and we have been here a while. I don't even know how many years it's been. COVID's thrown my whole world for I don't even know how many years I've been here now. But Shavon's the leader of our football team. He's got such a great motor and such a passion for what he does. And him and Joel really anchor up there. I think Rondre is as talented as anybody we have. And when he decides to go, he can go. Sometimes we got to motivate him, but he's got so much ability to play up there. Linebacker wise, DeAndre Williams has played a lot of football for us. Him and Verronta Jones have played a lot of football for us at linebacker, and then Mason Pollier and Xavier Washington are going to back them up at the inside linebackers. And then Caleb Wilkin is a kid that can play both. And in the secondary, that's where we're incredibly young. And we haven't had a whole lot of kids play a lot of games back there, but they're talented. So it's going to be up. Offensively, we'll have to carry them the first couple of games until those kids get their sea legs underneath them. But Malcolm Gallagher and Isaac Thompson at corner are two very talented young guys out. Malcolm started as a freshman in 19 and then busted up his knee a little bit and ended up getting a medical red shirt, but he's very talented, and Isaac can run. And so we like those kids. It's just they got to grow up. And then Markel Daly, Patrick Taylor, our kids in the secondary, Mike King, our names are going to be very familiar in time with Cavalier football fans, but they're just young, and like I said, I'd rather have young talent than experienced non-talent. And so we can work with that. And I think Coach White, what we're doing defensively, as you know, Daryl, we've hung our hat on the defensive side of the ball here. It's been great knowing that we're pretty good on defense, but it's been discouraging that we've not been good on offense, And so it's time for the offense here to step up, and let the defense have the ability to get their legs underneath them. And I think we've got the potential to do that.
Coach, I think everybody knows that we're pretty well set at that punting with Drew Vermillion and what he's done here in the 2 seasons he's played. You have somewhat of a battle here at place kicker. Where do we stand on that? And have you seen improvement from the last full season that we had in 19 in the kicking game?
Well, we couldn't be any worse than we were in 19. I mean, we had to be the worst kicking team in America. We were bad. But I think Drew Cassidy will kick our field goals for us. I just think he's a little bit more consistent than Kellen. Kellen's got the stronger leg, but Drew's just a little bit more consistent with him. And so, Kellen will handle the kickoff duties. He's got a very powerful leg. And, so as you said, Drew Vermillion's pretty good, and he does a really good job. And Bo and Tarter at long snapper has been an upgrade for us too. He's a quality young man at the long snapping position. So I think special team wise and what Coach Markworth is doing with our kids there, we should be better there. Special teams just has a lot to do with the kids really wanting to do it. We're going to have some different opinions and different strategies that we employ on the special teams. And but I think we're better off at the field goal position now. I think, I tell Coach Lewis, just get us to the 20. If you get us to the 20, we feel like we got points now, and I think that's huge because that should be a 37-yard field goal. So I think that's good, and we'll see.
Coach, I'll leave you with this. I'll give you an opportunity to speak on this. We've went now, 18 months, whatever we've been into this COVID. We're going to have as many fans as we want here Saturday. Talk about that and getting people in this community out, parents, alums out, support the football team and support Cavalier athletics as a whole, man.
Yeah, I think that's very important. It is going to be great to have fans at the game. I know that myself and Coach Lewis and a lot of the coaches here on the staff do everything we can to get out in the community. And, we've got a pretty good group from the golf course that's going to be invested in UVA-wise football. They're excited. One of them actually thought our first game was this week. He had already cooked his pork butt. And so he told him we need to put that in the freezer. But, I think, Daryl, as a whole, it's something that you and I have talked about. Our university and our town got to work closer together. We should be Southwest Virginia's, football team. We're 3 hours from the closest state university here. We've got to do a better job as a university and as a town in incorporating what's going on. The town needs to be more college student friendly. And, we need people from this town coming to watch our football games. We play at noon for a reason, because I understand that there's a lot of University of Virginia, a lot of Virginia Tech, a lot of Tennessee fans, a lot of Big Blue fans in this area who want to watch their teams play in the afternoon. And I get it. I like watching those college football games also. But, we kick off before them. So you've got a chance to come and tailgate. There's no better tailgating atmosphere in America where you can actually sit in your car in your tailgate area and watch our game. And so we need people to come out and be a part of that. And it's not just the town not accepting the school as much as we should. I think the school needs to open up to the town a little bit more too and do some things. And, they had the kickoff party in the Glades this last Saturday, I believe it was. And so I think that's a good first step. And we want to be Southwest Virginia's university and get people out and watching this game. And so hopefully we'll put a good product on the field. I think it starts with winning. If we get to where we're winning 7, 8, 9 games a year, a whole lot of people are going to come and want to watch football because it's good quality football. The South Atlantic Conference is great football. And so, we're excited about what we have. I don't think we're a 2-9 football team again, but I don't know that we're 9-2. But I think we're building and going in the right direction. It's going to take time. I think that as you and I have talked several times, we were getting close in the Mountain East. You know, every game we played in the Mountain East was nip and tuck, and then we switched leagues. And so it's been an eye opener, but I think we've closed the gap a little bit. We've not closed it completely, but I like the track that we're on.
Coach, thank you for your time. Appreciate it. Fans, $10 admission and 18 and under are free. I'm not sure anywhere else in America where you can see college football for $10 and bring your kids and come for free. So come out, check out the Highland Cavaliers. Noon kickoff, as Coach said, Saturday against the Dragons. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Daryl.